Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Bowling Green Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons will kick it away to... From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami, Ohio's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5.
29 Philly.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's talk about the Redhawks. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Redhawks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Bowling Green's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. And let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Redhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give out of the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's Lanier. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Falcons!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man, it's Bowling. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, what a move. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Red Hawks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bowling. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Well, the good news most about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this one.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's Lanier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Falcons are flying down the field.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Falcons will try to convert on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete...
Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to pass. It's Boley. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves. Want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive first and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off-play action on first down. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Redhawks send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. To the air. It's Boley. Keeps the play going. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And down he goes back at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the running back. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Red Hawks line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Redhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BG! Just blinding speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. With the catch, it's Woods. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Redhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Redhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Redhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Redhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Redhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Got his man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down.
3:25.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
But jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. To the air, it's Bowling. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Red Hawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll run play action. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there. Just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touch.
He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Bowling Green has it back to foul. Offense will go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Right. Single. Set.
Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Come on, set.
Off play action. He's going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Red Hawks are on the move. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's another penalty.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.